Hello again. It is 5:56 p.m. on Tuesday the 20th here. So that's my day 2. And it was another good day. I didn't get lost again. Hooray. So I'll just talk about my day, I guess. And since I've gotten into the habit of telling you what I'm eating, right now I'm drinking milk tea, which is just milky sweetened black tea. And this is gonna be my dinner, which is a set of like half sandwiches. It looks like it's corn and mayonnaise, tonkatsu, which is like a breaded pork, egg salad, and a ham. And you will note that this is called big sandwich. So there's definitely a little bit of a difference of portion size idea, because this is like normal size sandwiches. Anyway, so Mom emailed me a bunch of questions, so I'll just go through them, I guess. You asked whether people are polite when they're driving. I thought that the driving was overall polite, but not excessively polite. You know, I mean, I guess much politer than it is in America, where, or every time I drive, I see at least one person do something stupid or reckless or weave in and out of traffic, but I didn't see that, people were just, they followed the rules, but not excessively. But I will say that I saw a lot of like odd cars, which I guess the rules for like driver visibility are different, because I saw a lot of cars who had like custom setups in the front where you had curtains on the side, and both driver and passenger, and the driver and passenger could pull the curtains so that other drivers couldn't look in and see them. And I also passed one car where they had that, but the curtain was pulled back and I could see inside, and on the passenger side next to the driver they had like a rack, and this particular lady had put like perfume bottles in there. So that was interesting. Whew. Anyway, so Mom also asked about Hanazono Shrine, which is the shrine next to which my school is. So I see a lot of people going in and out of there with cameras and looking very touristy, although they all look Japanese, so I assume it's just other Japanese people touring in Tokyo. But like all of the shrines and temples I've been to, it is both a place of tourism and an active place of worship. By which I mean you can go like pay a coin and ring a bell and say a little prayer, because it's a Shinto shrine, not a Buddhist shrine. Or they call it a Buddhist temple, Shinto shrine. Yeah, on that note, I haven't seen any foreigners at all, or I guess by foreigners I mean non-Asian looking people, outside of Genki-Jaks and the dorms at all, which is kind of unexpected, because sorry, I'm going to close my curtain. I really did think that there'd be more people around, but that's okay. I definitely get stared at a lot, particularly by school children, but I'll talk more about that later. Mom also asked if there are slums in Tokyo. Yes, the answer is yes, but they're not really in like inner Tokyo, the city. They're kind of outside near the suburbs, the outskirts. There are homeless people. People live in abandoned or condemned buildings. People live in like plastic tents. So yes, short answer is yes, there are slums. Okay, so I guess I'll talk about what actually happened today then. I had class, which was fine. We just sit in a room and, go through a textbook. And then for the field trip, the pop culture field trip, today we went to Tokyo University, which was pretty exciting. Or we went to one of the campuses. We went to the Hongo campus. And it's very pretty, as expected. There are apparently 27,000 students, which is way bigger than I thought, even though I knew it was big. But unfortunately, most of it is, or not most, but a lot of it is under construction right now. So we didn't really get to go in any buildings particularly. We went in the gift shop and stuff, which was interesting. Apparently the gift shop sells inventions from the research at the university. So they had Tokyo University wine and Tokyo University special cookies, but I didn't buy anything because it was, as you can imagine, extremely pricey. Yeah, but the foliage and the overall landscaping is extremely pretty. There's huge trees everywhere. There's a pond with koi and things, so that was nice. However, and this is true for Tokyo or Shinjuku as well, there's frequently that very distinctly feculent smell of hot garbage. So even though everything looks really, really clean, it sometimes smells pretty bad. Yeah. So then on the train ride home, I decided to ride the women's only car, which ostensibly exists because sexual harassment is kind of a problem on the crowded trains. So I rode the women's car. But it says women's car, but it's apparently more like everyone except young men car. Kids are allowed, old men are allowed, handicapped people are allowed, and obviously women. Yeah, another thing about the women's only car is that so at Shinjuku Station, the big station, there's a pink plaque on the floor that says women only car. But then as you get to the smaller stations, that plaque is gone, so it just gets filled up with randoms anyway. So I thought that was kind of funnily ineffective. Yeah. And then, so the women's only car got filled up with a class of children who were probably 7 or 8 years old, and they as a group, I was the spectacle for them. And then one of them came up and asked me if my hair was real, and the teacher was like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? Get back here." But it's fine. I said it was real, and they scampered off. So yeah. Oh, and then when I was walking home from the train station, a policeman followed me up the street and was like, "Excuse me, can I see your passport, please?" And I mean, I had it on me, and he looked at it and he saw that I had gone through customs properly, but I really don't know what he would have done if I didn't have it on me. So that was a little tense. But otherwise, that's been my whole day. I mean, it's only 6 p.m., so I'll probably try to go down to the common room and talk to human beings. So, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow.